After so many years dedicated to the insanity, we're so desensitized to Portland riot theatrics that they're hardly even viewed as news anymore. They're really just a given. Oh, wow, they got violent with the federal agents outside the ICE building? Yeah, the news would be if the protest actually was mostly peaceful instead. Oh, wow, one of the guys arrested looks like Steve Buscemi in Billy Madison. Don't ask how the lipstick got smeared, because even that isn't at all Portland abnormal. Geez, they've been rioting outside this ICE building for so long. They have supply drops now? Well, make sure to eat your Oreos before a hard day's work of heckling the police. Stand up to corporate power, just not Nabisco. For them, sit down for snack time instead. But yeah, is it odd for this operation to be so well supplied like it's some kind of urban camping expedition? Well, in the Portland context, no, because that's exactly what it is. Likewise, urban camping is a Portland lifestyle norm. And according to the reporter capturing much of this footage, Katie Daviscourt, this collective tent has been pitched for the last 3 weeks straight. Activists have been camped outside this ICE facility in the southern part of the city, yelling, getting violent, and vandalizing the property with abject falsehoods like, "We pay your wages." No. People with jobs pay their wages. You just add to the bill by forcing the feds to hire a graffiti cleanup guy, too. The people who pay their wages aren't out this late. They're in bed because, as productive members of society with taxable income, they have to go to work tomorrow. And speaking of just trying to get some sleep, you don't even have to be sympathetic with ICE or the feds or the government generally. You don't have to be a border hawk to understand the damage that this insanity does to others. Because it's not just destruction for building walls or street cleanliness or personal hygiene. It's destruction of peace and quiet for the honest neighbor. This particular ICE facility is not in a strictly commercial part of town. Of course, that wouldn't justify the rioting even if it was, but there are major apartment buildings right across the street. After one night of this chaos right outside your home, I'm sure many otherwise reasonable people would be driven to do unreasonable things, but after 3 weeks of it, well, these rioters are fortunate this wasn't a mass murder scene. Instead, it was just a very firm and sincere neighborly message. Please, just shut the fuck up. A woman who lives in one of those nearby apartments has had quite enough and made her frustrations known on Saturday night. Whatever complaints you may have with ICE, well, you can shove them, because you guys are far worse.
Turn that shit down! It's midnight! I'm coming back every night! I'm destroying and wrecking your shit! Turn it down! We the people need sleep! Motherfuckers! You're worse than ICE! You're worse than ICE? What the fuck is this? You heard what I said, bitch!
And the confrontation was enough to suddenly transform this rough and tumble camping party into a bunch of customer service agents. Please, ma'am, calm down. If you would just ask us nicely, we could resolve this matter smoothly.
I will turn it down. I would love to. You just have to ask nice, and I'm being nice even though you're screaming at me. Fuck you!
Talking to us calmly would be a hell of a lot better than...
Go
fuck yourself!
Colonize your fucking ass, bitch!
One, there is nothing nice about forcing the public to view this display, even under the merciful cover of nightfall. We know you love Nabisco, but please, put the muffin top away. And two, are polite requests the way that these rioters operate? How many polite requests have they submitted at this ICE facility? Did they fill out the suggestion card, but that went ignored, and so now they're destroying the property? Even political opposition aside, even if you hate ICE, did they make polite requests of this neighborhood? Did they even bother to inquire with the neighbors in this area if they're okay with this constant street occupation and constant noise and constant mess? No, of course not. By their own description, they only care about the neighbors who agree with them.
I'm telling you to shut the fuck up!
Hey,
I'm sleeping!
Hey guys, let's let another neighbor talk.
And out of spite for this woman or anyone else opposing them, they then increased the volume. And maybe you think, yeah, well, some of this is just urban living. That's the way that it is. There's traffic, there are lights and noises 24 hours a day, and to a degree, sure, but not to this degree. According to the woman who confronted them, these rioters aren't just making noise like shouting or chanting or playing music. They're making noise more like a war zone. She says that they're noise terrorists, actually, because their noisemaking is done by weapon. The rioters made some kind of makeshift LRAD, or long-range acoustic device, an ultra-loud loudspeaker, and they started blasting the sound at the ICE facility. It's not that any frequency would be particularly pleasant at this volume, but they sure do pick some shrill ones. So close the doors and shut the windows all you want. Unless you live in a bunker or some kind of soundproof space, this is what the inside of your home sounds like, as recorded by that woman.
6:46 in the morning. They're not stopping.
Some natural questions. Why are ICE and the feds allowing this? Well, the feds do push these rioters back off ICE property regularly, but that's about all they can do. They don't have jurisdiction across the street. Over there, it's as many Oreos dunked in as many decibels as you want, because across the street is state of Oregon and city of Portland jurisdiction, which of course in recent years means no jurisdiction at all. Anarchy. Lawless insanity, at least for those with whom the politicians in power agree. This woman says she has worked with Portland police. In this instance, they took her statement. She says she trusts the officers, but of course, their hands are tied by policy. And the policy is not to quell or silence the screeching. The policy is the screeching, and so the screeching will continue until morale improves, or until the screeching compels even harsher intervention, because despite Portland's sustained effort otherwise, justice still does tend to win in the end, whether it's enforced by government, police, or just the people picking up the slack when the so-called justice system no longer serves or achieves it. To that end, I think this woman does have a few options. Since 24-hour street-side noise apparently no longer violates city ordinance against it, well, just fight fire with fire. Is Jim Carrey available? Hire him to provide some insufferable counter noise.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Until they too chug some pills to cope and die off, as is also Portland tradition, although I'm sure Jim's personal sympathies prevent him from intervening with these people. So how about another 90s movie-inspired solution? Drop a ramp out her apartment window, because this woman does look like she could do a pretty effective Lost Boy role and just knock them all over. But why complicate the matter with gymnastics? Her cane itself is probably the more effective weapon. I would make the suggestion, but it looks like she's already deployed it. During this ongoing occupation, this same woman found one of these Antifa rioters' phones on the street. Looking through the messages available in the notifications, one of them says he was hit over the back of the head with a long metal cane by Black Karen from the video the other night. And Black Karen also made a death threat. I will get a gun and kill you. And maybe she did. But even if true, who could blame her? After all, the terms of this cane warfare were set not by her, but by these rioters themselves.
Stick that cane up your ass.
Come on, I'm ready to go.
It's a cane or get caned world out there, and you can't complain about falling victim to the weapons you selected. If you're looking for sympathy on that basis, well, you might not even find that in your own goon squad. Toughen up and win the fights that you pick next time. As for everyone else, it's probably nothing but admiration for a person willing to step up where government and law enforcement have stepped down. If you ask me, this is a Citizen Kane actually worthy of that infamous enthusiastic applause, because unlike that show, we actually do like this one. We don't just pretend to. Thanks as always for listening and for supporting this channel. Always appreciate that thoughtful discussion down below, and especially over on X. That is at ML Christiansen. You're always welcome to coming out and chatting my live streams as live on Wednesday and Sunday nights. Looking forward to it. Come on. Hey, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, that means you probably found some value in the video. If you found some value in the video, please consider supporting my material. You can do that one time or recurring for as little as $1 a month. It not only helps me sustain, but it helps me pay the people who make my videos possible. Linked in the description for you, mattchristiansenmedia.com/support. Thanks for listening.